Said FML. Most streamers tell me to try self-employment as a software engineer. Can I have your opinion? What do you mean most streamers? Do you mean ones that were previously like engineers, or fuck-ass people that have never worked in tech? I think having an employer is really nice, actually. Yeah, you can go self-employment route with that and have, you know, make your own hours, whatever, but there's so much work that's involved because you are now a business. You also now have to pay extra tax on every dollar you make. Yeah, the self-employment tax is, it's what, 12.5% on your yearly? Just add it on, boom, slapped on top. So if you make money that feels similar to what you were making under an employer, you're not gonna get all that. You're gonna lose an extra huge chunk. Something I experienced as a streamer, you know, it's a lot. I will say, there's a lot you then have to pay for yourself outside of just the taxes. There are a lot. Yes, that's even with an LLC. If you are, someone pays it. If you don't pay it, then the business pays it. Then your LLC pays it. You still lose that money. 12.5%, what the fuck, that's huge. Yeah. Self-employment tax is enormous. So me, as a streamer, I have to pay that on my income. If I set up an LLC, my LLC still has to pay business taxes. So, you know, no matter what, that money comes out of somewhere. But if you are not your own employer, you don't own that LLC, you're not paying that money. That money's still technically coming out of money that came in for you, quote unquote, but like it's not in your equation, you know? So it's, I think the ease of having an employer is underrated. I think people will be like, ooh, do your own thing, run your own business. But I think it's really nice to have the security of not having to deal with any of that and having money just appear and you just do your job and you do what you're told. I think not everyone will want that, but I think that's nice. I've worked in both ways. Some people will still prefer self-employment no matter what, but you're gonna have to do all the work of being a business, and it's so much more than you think. So you're gonna realize you hate biz dev. You're gonna realize you hate biz dev so much. But it's not a bad idea as an engineer, because you can go to just like a random site like Upwork or something like that, right? And just throw yourself on there, resume, get work. It's not too bad like that. But even with that, you have to do so much messaging back and forth of people, you know, like talk to people about projects you want to take on, and then the project doesn't happen. And now you spent all this time doing biz dev, trying to talk to this person to get this project, and you don't get it. But you spent hours on this, and it's just unpaid work. It's going to make you feel really bad. It makes most people feel really bad. So I think having an employer is solid, personally. You'd rather deal with a boss than a client. I've been there. Okay, I've just been there, and I think both have their merits. But yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, Speakman, you're saying self-employment tax is replacing the Social Security Medicare deductions that come out of a paycheck for you as a W-2 employee. Yep. And you pay the employer's part. Yep. It's a whole lot. It's not always worth it. It's not always worth it. This is another reason why I say, like, with streamers, I know it looks like some of them might make a good amount of money, but tax time comes around, we're all paying, well, I hope people are, we're all paying quarterly, and we get fucked when taxes come around. We get fucked. And there's a lot of stuff that as a streamer, you just, like, some stuff that you can deduct as a business expense, some stuff you can't. And it doesn't mean that you don't pay for the thing. It just means it's taken out of your income tax in the calculation, you know, or out of your income and your taxable income. So it's just kind of like, when you do these calculations, it saves you some money if you write it off, but it's not really like crazy. It doesn't offset the fact that you still have to pay that 12.5%. You know, it's crazy. It's insane, man. The donations for pack opening must kill on taxes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really get those personally, so I don't really deal with it much. Would be smarter to do it quarterly if you're self-employed. Oh, yeah. No, if you're self-employed, always do it quarterly. Always. And then if anything was over or underreported, they'll just, you know, at the end of the year, you get a bill or you get a, you know, refund or whatever it is, and that fixes the number. But you should always do that. Personally. Then again, if you make kind of stupid money, there is a sweet spot where if you have some really good like investments and you put your money into investments and let them accrue interest rather than pay quarterly, there are some times where that might make sense, but I don't recommend it personally. I think you should still just pay quarterly, because there are penalties and things as well that can apply depending on what you do and how you do it. So just be careful. Just be careful. Anyway, TLDR for your question, get a job through an employer if you can. Honestly, that's my advice. Yeah, capital gains, I know. But yeah, I think go for the secure, easy option. I think with the way like the world is right now, go for the easy option. Give yourself the time to just clean your house, get shit done, spend time with family. Straight up, like that's you gotta sit there and think about what's important to you. And if you're like, oh, I could make a little more, but I'd spend all this time doing all this business stuff. Do you have like anyone you'd like to spend time with ever, or would you like to play some more games or something? You know what I mean? Like just consider that and go get a job through an employer, and they can handle all that shit. Yeah, the work-life balance is easier. It is. Okay, I go outside and I go to the supermarket and I'm like, fuck, I hated that.